Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
Welcome to UK Astronomy. This is Steve Whitten on Seclo Sounds, and here we are again, and I'm joined today by Ross Hockham. How are you, Ross?
Fantastic. Yourself?
Oh, good, very good, thank you. And we also have a very special guest with us today, which is Ross's friend Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Now, you've got an amazing surname, haven't you?
Yeah, it's Dan Brown.
Dan Brown.
Yeah.
So there you go. We have famous people in our midst. Well, you are the Dan Brown. We can vouch for you being genuinely real,
Yeah.
but not the author.
Yeah,
Dan
I'm
Brown.
Dan Brown.
You're a Dan Brown.
Not the Dan Brown.
Brilliant.
That
Okay.
most people would think of.
Exactly. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that a little bit later. And somewhere in the background, I'm told, we have the most amazing Meteor Mick.
Hello.
There he is. Brilliant. Bring it on. Meteor Mick's doing all the clever techie bits in the background. So, Ross, today we've got some fantastic stuff to talk about, haven't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah. It's something literally came to light yesterday.
Wow.
So me and Dan, bless him, he came up from London and we were meant to have a nice night out, but instead we found that there's actually been a planet found near on one of our closest stars.
That's amazing.
So we actually spent most of the night writing all this up
Right.
for today. So you have to bear with me with some bits because I will be reading because I can't remember all the information from last night. But yeah, it's really
a couple
exciting.
of times we mentioned there yesterday and last night. So
Yep.
for the benefit of anyone who's listening to this in 6 months' time, well, of course, we're talking about the 24th of August, 2016.
Yep,
As a
something like
fairly,
that.
yes, because now the 25th. So we're talking about the discovery of a new planet.
Yeah, yep, 6 p.m. it happened. So
Fantastic.
it's
Okay.
all good.
All right. So on today's show, then, what we're going to talk about that, of course,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about the solar system and the sun that's near that.
Yeah,
we'll
everything
come on to-
around it, what we know so far, in
Yeah.
a day or two.
Okay. We also want to know, how did they manage to find a planet so far away? And
Yep.
you know, did the people who own that planet realise they've left it there? That's
We don't know.
pretty-
They might be there.
Well,
we don't know.
okay. Well, that leads us on to what the possibilities are then.
Many,
Of
many.
what we might be looking at as well. And right at the very end, we're going to talk aliens.
Yeah, everyone loves aliens. It's always aliens. So loads. I imagine we'll probably get a lot of feedback on the Facebook group about that.
Yeah,
So
brilliant.
they love an alien.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned that in terms of feedback. So we've got UK Astronomy Facebook page, which just simply is UK Astronomy.
Yeah.
We've got a Twitter feed as well, which is at UK Astronomy, and the website, of course, is
www.ukastronomy.org.
brilliant.
And it's got loads of stuff on there, observing blogs. Sorry.
Yeah, even,
If you
yeah.
want to come out and see some stars with us, go on there. It tells you when we're going out.
Amazing. Good. Okay. Well, obviously, we're here as well on Seclo Sounds. It's our pleasure to actually be hosting the show with UK Astronomy. So you can contact us as well. We're on seclosounds.org. And you can contact me directly on Stephen, with a PH, of course, at seclosounds.org as well. So, now, Dan, you're a science teacher.
Yes, I am.
So you've got some interesting stuff to chuck in the mix on this then?
Yeah, well, I'm fascinated by physics and astronomy. It's one of it is the best kind of subject to teach in schools because the kids are so enthusiastic about it.
That's right.
You kind of just whack on anything about space, and immediately you've got kids' interest because they're just so fascinated by it.
Yeah,
He
that's
does
right.
loads of experiments as well. He likes to actually show them things rather than just put it on a board and stuff like that. So it's great.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that we don't really get an opportunity to take kids out in the evenings and show them the skies because a lot of the time,
Well, of course,
school's
you're
during the day,
yes, yeah.
so there's not a lot to see. But definitely, like with the technology in schools now, you can show them pictures on your interactive whiteboards of pictures that astronomers have taken, and these things are actually out there, and that kind of
Inspires.
it resonates with the children because
Well, on to that. I can go to schools with my new solar filter I just got.
Oh, my word.
It's now the right size. It was the wrong size. I thought I had more inches than I actually did. So I had to
steady on.
reduce it. So Tring Astronomy. I'm allowed to say them because they're great.
Yeah, we'll
Everyone
give a
knows who
plug
they
for
are.
them. Yeah,
they're fantastic. And they help me out. So now I have a really good bit of solar kit that I can go out and I can go during the day to schools and show them our sun and sunspots and talk about everything to do with it.
Fabulous.
So that'll help them.
Wow, so we've got a good show coming up. We're going to have a small break now for a piece of music and then come back and talk about what this new discovery is. But Dan, you're absolutely spot on. These kids just so get engaged with this, and we've seen that on some events before. So stay right with us, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. Oh, oh. I leaned back on my radio. Oh, oh. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, that is all he said. Then the loud sound, it seemed to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. That wasn't no DJ, that was hazy cosmic time. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Switch on the TV, we may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in time. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie.
Welcome back. This is UK Astronomy here on Seclo Sounds. I'm Steve Whitten, and we've got some great guests with us today. Ross, of course, who is our regular planet expert, and his very good friend Dan, and of course Meteor Mick in the background. And we're talking about the discovery of the new planet yesterday, hot off the press, 24th of August, of course. So Ross, go on, tell us a bit more. I think we know what it's called, but you the man, so tell us.
Well, I don't know about that. I just Google stuff and figure it all out myself. Well, Dan helped quite a lot. But what we found out so far is we've found roughly about 3,500. I think it's 3,501. So I don't know if that's including this planet or whether that was before. Wasn't it August? Did you say it was the 20 or 16?
I think it might be including this number.
So 3,501, we'll say. So what we call them is an exoplanet because the planets within our solar system are just known as planets.
Right.
But because this is actually a planet that orbits a star other than our own, it's called an exoplanet. I'm not quite sure why it's called exo. I didn't look that up, unfortunately.
It's a bit like extraterrestrial. So anything on this planet is terrestrial. And then an extraterrestrial outside of this planet.
Well, it's not like exo as in on the outside, is it? That's
Yeah, it might be.
yeah.
Outside
Exoskeleton.
exoskeleton. See, that's why. Yeah.
See, I'm glad
Spiders
you-
have an
see?
exoskeleton. See,
I'm glad you two are here. Right, you can do the next bit, Dan. Yeah, so that's where it is. It's outside. Apparently, about 1 in 5 sun-like stars have an Earth-like planet that is within the habitable zone.
right?
So 1 in 5 sun-like stars, so like our own, that's quite a lot. So there's quite a lot out there. And then also, well, let's talk about what the habitable zone is first, shall we? Just in case you don't know. It's an area around the sun where liquid water could possibly survive on the surface.
Right.
Which is meant to be the sign, life needs that.
That's what they call the
Without
Goldilocks
there-
zone.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Which we actually wrote quite an interesting
We
thing
did.
about, didn't
That's how we
Yeah.
learned about it, yeah.
So I'll stick that on the Facebook group if anyone's interested. Mine and Stephen's bit of philosophy, wasn't it?
It was a
On
bit
life
philosophy
and-
of
yeah.
life and mixed in with a big bit of science.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
it is called the Goldilocks zone because it's
Yeah.
apparently just right for life and liquid water. So from that, there's around about 2 billion stars in the Milky Way. So doing the maths, which Dan did,
So 200 billion.
sorry, 200
You've
billion.
missed off quite a few
I missed
there.
off a few there. Just well,
You ran out of noughts.
yeah, well, they might have blown up. 200 billion stars in the Milky Way.
Are these
So doing the
astronauts?
maths-
Sorry,
Oh dear, get your bit of paper out.
that was a stupid joke. Isn't it?
Yeah, bin it. Right, so 200 billion stars in the Milky Way. So there should be a potential 11 billion habitable planets just inside our own galaxy, which is a lot. That's a lot. But if we actually start including red dwarfs, like the one they found, the planet there, it makes 40 billion. So it goes from
My
11
word.
billion possible planets with life to 40 billion.
Right.
I mean, I don't think there's going to be anywhere near that actual amount that have had the time for life, which there is a equation for, which we'll go into later, which I will read because I could not remember it all. So yeah, then that's where our latest habitable planet lies. It
So that's
lies within a red dwarf, so it's a different star to our own.
So that's going to take some time to get round all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, we're never going to, are we?
No.
We found one. Well, 3,500, but one that's possible.
So the new one they found is called Proxima B.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why have they called it that? Any idea?
Well, I'm guessing Proxima Centauri is the sun.
Oh,
And
okay.
then they pretty much just go B, C, D.
Oh, right.
Yeah, however
So-
far it is away from
Yeah.
the
So I think
the
it might
star.
be the distance, which we do talk about a little bit later in the next bit. More about the planet.
So Proxima Centauri is the sun, you say. So that's the
It's the
centre of
star.
the star of that solar system, and that's a red dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So a red dwarf, we do talk a little bit about it. Well, Proxima Centauri itself it's our nearest star. So we've been lucky that the nearest star to us, which is about 4.25 light years away, which is still quite a fair
Quite a way,
distance,
yeah.
but it is our closest star. And we happen to have found a planet within the habitable Goldilocks zone there. What are the chances of that? The nearest star, there is a possible planet for life for us to go and visit or
Yeah.
to get to.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a coincidence too that we found a planet there, because I think you were telling me, Ross, before that actually this star has been in the news before because they've been looking at possibly sending missions there in the past. And now this has just made it even more of an issue to try and get there to have a look at this star and the planets around it, because there may be life there, because liquid water may mean life.
Life can be.
Well,
Yeah.
look how much money we've put into going to Mars.
Yeah. Indeed.
And we know a lot more about that than this place, but this place, is an actual planet that may have real water. So
Yeah.
the money they're going to throw at it.
Well, Dan, that's again. Thanks for that point about how they found it. So hold that thought. We're going to come back. I need some music now to let me head cool down after all those numbers, and we'll come back and talk about how they actually found it.
Bringing people and communities together on seclosounds.org.
Your listening station.
More Than Wi-Fi, Fridays at 6 on Seclo Sounds, the only social media chat show on the radio. Stay tuned for the latest news and gossip. Every Friday evening, 6 till 7, only on Seclo Sounds.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high.